pumpkins! I hope you guys had a very blessed and Merry Christmas. I hope every one of you is doing fine. So since the year is up, I decided that I wanted to do a favorites video. I don't really do favorites because I don't have favorites per se.
I have so much junk in the trunk.
Literally like makeup and junk up in this trunk right here. I think it's only fair for me to use every product instead of picking a few and sticking with them, because then I'll never ever get through with anything in my freaking collection. So I wanted to show you guys some of my favorite MAC products today, and I was thinking of doing like a whole series of favorites, like favorite MAC products, favorite nail polishes, favorite perfumes, favorite anything else. Yeah, because the year is coming to an end, you know, and they conclude everything you've been using for the past year sort of thing. I am an annoying brownie. I use predominantly brown shades for my everyday makeup, and even if it's going to be like a glamour-artsy party, I'll be the only ding-dong bell who has just neutral brown crap eyeshadow while everybody else is rocking the glitter. I am in a sad corner with all the other sad people who come in boring muted palettes on their faces. That was like a obvious disclaimer before I begin to expect earth tones. About 11,000 similar shades of earth tones, because that's all I sickeningly use.
Hi, the confessions of an idiot.
So with that aside, I'm going to categorize the stuff according to where you use them.
Face products, cheek products, eye products, lip products.
Starting on my favorite MAC product, a little backstory about the product. I was using the MAC Select Moisture Foundation, the one that smelled like cinnamon. That was fantastic. I mean, it was a good foundation. It was medium coverage. That was a really good foundation. Then they discontinued it for some... I have absolutely no idea why. So I had to end up changing my foundation, and I went and purchased the Studio Fix Fluid. Now this is my 4th bottle, and each bottle, whenever I purchase it, it lasts me about 6 months, because a little bit is a lot. Like, it's a really heavy coverage foundation. The consistency of it is really thick and almost like whipped cream-ish, really thick. It's not watery per se, and it's really full-on heavy coverage. So I use like a little dab, and it's more than enough to cover my face and my neck. And if a little dab is enough to cover this circumference, which is the ozone layer kind of big, you will need a half of that little dab. So I use the shade NC45. I know that it's slightly darker than me right now. It used to fit me perfectly, but then I became slightly fairer.
No idea what happened there.
So I still use NC45, and I mix it with my Pro Long Concealer in NC42. So NC42 is still a little bit too light, and NC45 is still a little bit too dark, and I need an in-between shade, but unfortunately in Singapore you can't get the in-between shade.
The crap you have to deal with when you live in a dot.
This retails for $49 at MAC counters in Singapore, but I always get mine at the duty-free shops at the airport, and I pay $42 for them as opposed to $49. That's with the
7%? 20%? 7%? 7% off? I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is my Studio Fix Fluid in NC45, and I love it. It's a really good foundation. So the next product is also a foundation, and I highly recommend this one for those of you who enjoy cream products and also enjoy full coverage foundations. It's the Studio Tech foundations. I have 2 of them, one in NC45, one in NC42, to mix to get my shade right now. So initially I was just using the NC45, and I am quite done with this product. It's almost gone, and then the product didn't fit my skin anymore, so I had to go get myself the NC42, which I have used relatively quite a fair bit as well. So this is NC42 and that is NC45, and I mix it together. Each one of these costs $59. That is a bit redonkulous for the amount of product you get. You get 10 grams of product and it's $59, but I will say that it is one of the best foundations I have ever used. It stays through my ridiculous 14-hour days, and the coverage is so amazing that at times I don't even need to put on concealer on my scars, because they don't exist when when this goes on. It's just clear skin. Wonderful, wonderful. I have an oily T-zone, and I understand how people think that cream products adds to the oil on your face. This one, however, I think because it's water-based, it doesn't contribute to the oil or the glaze of your skin, throughout the day, and it has this soothing effect. When you put it on, there's this cooling effect, and I believe because it is a water-based product. So yeah, this one I really do enjoy, and this is the Studio Tech foundation, and I get it in NC45 and NC42. Mix it together to get this confused color. So next product is still a face product, and this one I believe is my fourth repurchase as well, and it's my MAC Studio Fix powder foundation. I use this to set my face. I use it to set my foundation and my concealer, and I get it at NC45. So the powder kind of still fits my skin, but the foundation doesn't. So I use it in NC45. I dropped it the other day, and that explains the huge crack right in the middle. I was expecting it to shatter, but thank God it didn't. A lot of people use this alone as a foundation. The coverage is quite amazing on its own, but honestly I don't have the confidence to just wear powder foundation out yet. I'm still in the process of trying to make sure that my skin looks okay and will not need foundation. But kudos to you guys who can walk around with powder foundation without a liquid foundation, because you have amazing skin. Hate you! Nah, I don't hate you. A little bit. Okay, this one I'm going to be a dumb blonde about it. I have no idea how much it retails for, even though I always repurchase it. It's either 42 or 49. I'm going to say it's 42 because it's powder and the foundation is 49. Usually the powders are slightly cheaper. I'm going to stay 42, but if I'm wrong, slap me.
I'm giving you all the rights in the world to slap me if you see me if the price is wrong.
So yeah, I love this. This keeps me matte all day. My Studio Fix MAC powder foundation. The foundation powder. Next product is also a Psycho repurchase. This is probably my fourth or my fifth repurchase of the product, and it is my MAC Studio Finish concealer in NW35. Story behind why I get NW35 is because in Singapore, that is the darkest shade available, NW35. Can you imagine my sisters of colour? If they want to get foundations or if they want to get concealers, this is the darkest shade. Like,
hello! Are you colorblind?
So yeah. So this used to be $28 and now it's $30 because MAC seems to think that we are richer. We are not richer, you people. So I use the concealer for my psycho dark circles and also for scars I have around my skin. My dark circles are really blue-black. Like, it's really deep dark brown blue-black. Looks like I get punched by my fiance every single day, but I don't.
I usually punch him every single day.
This one has a little bit of orange salmon-y tone, and it helps to counteract the purple bluish tone of my sickening circles. So yeah, I really enjoy this one, but you have to set it though. I find that this one gets really oily, and I find myself powdering my under eye at least twice a day during my 14-hour cycle, because it does kind of have like a glaze which sucks. It accentuates the lines from your under eye because of the shine and all that. So that one you gotta be a little bit careful about, but I love
this product a lot.
Next product I have mentioned before, and it is my favorite blusher from MAC. It is MAC's Love Thing Mineralized Blush, and I mentioned it in my favorite blush video. It is a really deep pink shade, almost like a magenta shade, and it has like silver and gold glitter running through it. It's my favorite MAC blush. I can't use it every single day because my baby just sneezed. I can't use it every single day because it's a little bit more glamorous for a work kind of thing. So I usually go for a matte blush for work, but I really enjoy this one whenever I want
to have a little bit of Baba Boom on my face, which
is like once every 5 months or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, this one I really love. I purchased it back in the day for 37 Sing dollars. I almost said USD. No. 37 Sing dollars, and today I believe the price has gone up to about 40 Sing dollars, but I have had this product since I'm gonna say 22. I'm 24 now, so I've had it for about 2 years, and it's gonna expire in about a year or so. So yeah, it will last you a really long time, a really long time. So yeah, this is my Love Thing Mineralized Blush from MAC. So next two are my favorite MAC eyeshadows. I think I have about 20 of them, and these two are the ones that I use the most. The first one is Satin Taupe, and Satin Taupe is one of the most famous colors. If you have been on YouTube for the past 2 minutes, you would have heard people ranting and raving about Satin Taupe. It is everybody's favorite color. It is a very muted greyish brown with a little bit of a purple undertone, and it has a silver frost. Very complicated color, isn't it? But it is one of the loveliest colors ever. I used it on my lid most of the time. If you are fairer, I have seen Pixie Woo use it on their crease, but if I use it on my crease, it will look like my highlight appeared way too early. So I use it on my lid. I used this color for my sister's wedding, her church wedding that happened at St. Anthony's. I had this on as my lid color and I love it. Satin taupe. The MAC eyeshadows used to retail for $26, but now they're $28. The next MAC eyeshadow is the first MAC eyeshadow I purchased in my entire life, and it is bronze. As the name suggests, it is just a beautiful bronzy frost color. I use it on my lid as well. Most of the browns that I have, I use them on my lid. I can't use them on my crease because they're not dark enough. So this one retails for $28 as well, and it's just a very pretty warm brown shimmery color. I would say my favorite type of MAC eyeshadows are those with the frost finishes. I find that their color payoff is the most intense and the most pretty.
One of all the things that they have.
Sometimes I wish I was born a boy, so all I had to do was just wash my face and brush my teeth and I look fantastic. So my next two favorite products are my two favorite lipsticks.
So macadoodle-doo, macadoodle-doo.
It so happens that both of these lipsticks were back to MAC lipsticks. Like I handed over the A6 empties, and these were two of the back to MAC lipsticks that I got. So it just comes to show how much people enjoy free things compared to things that they have to pay for, yeah? Yeah.
Such a cheapskate person I am.
First lipstick is Craving. It is a beautiful fuchsia-ish pink color that complements my skin very well. At first when I picked it up, I thought I was going to look like Nicki Minaj with the weird contrast of lip versus face color, but no, this is quite subtle and I really do enjoy it. I featured it in my favorite lipsticks video a while back as well. So yeah, this is Craving by MAC, and the MAC lipsticks retail for $28 as well. So if you are an avid MAC product user, keep the empties, meaning that once the products are done, don't throw away the containers. Collect them. Every 6 containers you collect, you can go and exchange them for a free lipstick. It is just MAC Cosmetics CSR project that they do. My next favorite lipstick I have mentioned about 25 billion times on this channel, and it is Taupe by MAC. So this is a very pretty brownish color with a red undertone to it, and it's a matte finish. And matte finishes have the most amazing color payoff and they stay put the whole day. It can be a little bit drying, but I always have my lip balm with me, so that is fine. So yeah, this is Taupe, and I got this from Back to MAC as well, and I have been using it to death. Yeah. This is a really good nude color for people of my skin tone. Something that will make your lips look relatively nude. It still has enough contrast to your skin to make your lips look visible as opposed to completely blacked out. So yeah, Taupe by MAC. My last favorite MAC product is a repurchase. This bottle is, I think, the 3rd bottle I have purchased from MAC, and it is their brush cleanser. I'm almost out, so I'll probably be getting another one. This is amazing. I have the liquid transferred onto a spray bottle, so every time before I put on my makeup, I just spray the product onto my brushes. I clean them with a cloth, and then I use the brush on my face. So I clean my brushes every single time I use my brushes, and this one makes it so fast and so easy, and it really does the job. Like, it removes all the product from my brushes. Yeah, so it comes with 235 ml, and it costs 21 Sing dollars. Yeah, 21 Sing dollars, and you pretty much can get it at every MAC store, and it's just a really good brush cleanser to have. And it's quick, it's easy, and I recommend putting it into a squirt bottle because pouring it out like that, you kind of waste a lot of product. So yeah, pumpkins, those are my favorite MAC products. I have a lot more MAC products, it's just that I don't use them as much for them to become favorites. I suck. I know, I just waste money. Horrible person. If you guys have any questions on any of these products, just leave your questions down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
So yeah.
Alright pumpkins, so in case I do not get another video up on the 31st of December, I would like to wish you guys a very happy new year. I hope you guys get blessed with love and good food and the comfort of a good home. I hope that all your aspirations come through for 2013. I will see you guys very soon in my next video, and if you guys want to follow me on other mediums where we can meet up, I have a blog, vithiwanan.wordpress.com. My Instagram is pretty active. You can catch me there at vithiwanan, and Twitter, which is vithiwanan as well. I'll leave all the links down below. So again, if you have any questions, my dearies, leave your comments down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing. So yeah, I hate goodbyes. Bye, pumpkins.